This
do
conference will now
equals
be
to
recorded.
average and we select the data and we get the average.
Okay, that is average formula. So I think I have given you two questions, which is related to your average if and average ifs.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Uh, Ma'am, I guess we did only average, but we discussed about averages.
No. See ya. After discussing these two things, I have given you a homework. Just calculate the sales average for the year 2017, and the one more is
Yes,
sales
we
average
you
for the
asked
year.
us for like 20 entries with names and subjects and total sum,
Yeah,
minimum and maximum and average.
I didn't give you this.
You did get this.
Okay, fine. What
Yeah.
about others? Girls, at least say yes or no.
You gave that assignment of average if and ifs. So,
Okay, you done with your assignment?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, who is going to explain me? Yes, any one of you? My screen is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Girls, chalo. So in last class we discussed regarding the quantity average for the year 2016. I told you to calculate the sales average for the year 2017, as well as we discussed regarding the average ifs, that quantity average for the blazer for the year 2017. So I have given the work that sales average for the year 2016 of the product, for the product of t-shirt, or 1 minute, of the product of t-shirt. 2016. Okay, so can you tell me the formula for me, or you have a query regarding average if and average ifs?
Equals to average and we'll select the data.
That is average. Okay, so you're
Yes, ma'am.
telling me
Equals to
the
average if.
For t-shirts you want.
I want for the year 2017, I want a sales average for the year 2017. So I'm
Equals to
particularly mentioned.
averages.
Okay, your good name, can you tell me your name?
Sanvi Agrawal.
Okay, so average if. Okay, fine.
Then we'll select the range that will be 2016. Yes.
Okay, the year, comma,
Yes, the
what is my
year.
criteria?
T-shirts.
So with the quotation, guys, with the quotation, my criteria is year 2017.
Yes.
If is nothing but when you have,
2016, ma'am.
see here, we are calculating the sales average for the year,
Sales average.
sales
Okay, okay,
average.
got it.
This is
Got it, ma'am.
quantity average. Yeah, comma, average range is your total sales. Okay, so after this, close the bracket, click on enter button. Any doubt? You can see the average shows average sales for the year 2017. So remember the difference between average if and average ifs. Average if is nothing but when you have only one criteria, we are using the average if. Average ifs is nothing but when you have the more than one criteria. In that time, we are using ifs. When you have only one criteria we are using if. Got the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So I'll go for the same thing. I'll copy it. I'll paste it. I'll change the year 2016. Product is t-shirt. And here average sales. So can you tell me the formula?
Ma'am, is equal to average ifs. Then
Average
we
ifs. Okay,
open the bracket and select the total sales column.
good.
Then comma, select the year column.
Okay, we'll
Then we
select the year
put it in
column.
colon. Yeah, we put it
Okay,
in colon 2016.
good.
Then a
Okay,
comma. Then we
next.
choose the product name column.
Okay,
And then we again, just as we wrote 2016, we'll write t-shirts.
okay. So type it as a t-shirt. Other people, do you have any query?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine then. So click on this. So we'll get the average sales for the product t-shirt. Okay. So you just work on it. If you have any query, let me know in the next class. The next topic we are going to learn, that is date functions. Okay. So where we are going to learn a date, time, network days and work days. Okay. So one by one we are going to work on it. So I'll click a new one. I'll type some data here. So I have some data here, year, month, then I'll go for the day. Okay, now I want to calculate the date. So I'll just go for the 2021. So month, I'll go for the May, day 15th. So second one, I'll go for 2020. So 2001, month, July. So day 22. So I'm using here. So I have a data here. So I want to calculate the date because in a one column or the I have a year, another month, the another one is day. So I'm using here date formula equals to date, open the bracket. So when you open the bracket, you can see a year, month, day. So I'll select the year, comma, month, comma, then day. Day cell is C2. So I'm typing here C2, close the bracket, enter. Any doubt? Guys, if you want, I'll explain it once.
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So other you just select it and drag it. Okay, you can see the format here. Next, if you want to insert a current date, okay, so current date of a system. So you can use equals to today. You can open equals to today, open the bracket, close the bracket. You can use equals to today, open the bracket, close the bracket, enter. So this is the formula for inserting the current date of a system. So it is the formula for inserting the current date of a system, equals to today, open the bracket, close the bracket. And the shortcut key is, you can use control semicolon. Control semicolon is the shortcut key for inserting the current date of a system. Got it, or can I explain it once?
One more time, ma'am.
Okay. You got the today formula. Today is used for inserting the current date of a system. So you can use equals to today, open the bracket, close the bracket. Equals to
Yes,
today,
ma'am.
open the bracket, close the bracket, enter. Otherwise you can use the shortcut key, that is control semicolon. Press control in a lappy, use semicolon. Control semicolon is the shortcut key for inserting the current date of a system. No doubt.
Ma'am, can you explain this once again?
The only the shortcut key or the whole thing?
Ma'am, the whole thing.
Okay, fine. So I have a data here, year, month, day. I want to calculate, I want to insert a date of it because I have a different data in a different column. So I'm using here equals to date, open the bracket. You can see below it is showing the formula for you, year. So I'm selecting the year, comma, month. I'm selecting the month, comma, day. I'm selecting the day here, close the bracket, close the bracket. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Click on enter button. After that, select it and drag it. So if you want current date of a system, so I'm using one formula here, equals to today, equals to today, open the bracket, close the bracket, equals to today, open the bracket, close the bracket. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So otherwise you can use the shortcut key, that is control semicolon, for inserting the current date of a system. So this is only the simple things which is related to your date. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next I'll go for the time. So I'll use here hour, minutes, seconds. So I want a time. So I'm using here 15, 35 minutes and the 41 second. 16 or okay. So here I have a data, that is hour in a one column. So day, hour in a one column, minutes in a one column, seconds. So I'm using here equals to time, open the bracket. First you can see a hour, so I'll select the hour, comma, minute, I'll select the minute, comma, seconds, so I'll select the seconds. Close the bracket, click on enter option. Any doubt? So it is in the 24 format.
No, ma'am. Got it.
Okay, and the shortcut key you can use here, control plus shift plus semicolon. So you just try with this, control shift semicolon. It will insert the current time of a system. Current time of a system. No doubts?
No, ma'am. And ma'am, what was the shortcut key for date?
Control semicolon, ma. Control
Okay, ma'am.
semicolon. Okay, now if you want to insert the current date and the current time of a system, you can use equals to. Now open the bracket, close the bracket. It is the shortcut. This is the formula for inserting the current date and the current system. Equals to, now open the bracket, close the bracket. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Click on enter option. Click on enter option. Okay, fine. So these are the basic formula of date. Okay. Now we are going to learn about some other things. So I'm using here plus. So I'll prepare one chart. So I'll use here date. Okay. So I'll type some dates here. So I'll type here month. So after that I'll go for, okay, fine. So now I want to calculate what is a weekday of it. So what do I want to calculate? I want to calculate the weekday. Okay. So whether this date is a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Friday, like that, I want to calculate. Okay. So I'm using here formula. You got my point? Weekday is nothing but I want to calculate the days, Monday, Wednesday, like that. So that we call it as a weekday. So here we are using the text function. Okay. It will display the day of the date. So I'll select the data here, equals to text, equals to text, open the bracket, open the bracket. I'll select the value. I'll select the value. After selecting the value, comma, format text. So I'm giving one format here. Open the quotation. D. Okay. So I'm giving the data here equals to text. Open the bracket. Select the date, comma, and the format is DD is nothing but stand for the day. Okay. So 5/15/2021. You can see here it is on Saturday. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Ma'am, what to write after DDDD?
Nothing. Close the quotation bracket. Close the quotation. Close the bracket.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sure, na?
Ma'am, can you wait for a minute? I'm like trying this.
Okay,
Ma'am,
pa.
again, ma'am.
Okay, pa. So equals to, you got my point. No, I want to know the weekday of it. So I'm using here equals to text equals to text. Open the bracket. Value is nothing but your date. So I'm selecting my date, comma. I want to use a one format. So with the quotation, I'm using here format GGGD. Okay. So I'm using this format. Any doubt till here?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, pa. Close the quotation, close the bracket. You can see here 15/5 is on Saturday. So just select it and drag it. Okay. No doubt. Fine. Now I want to calculate the day now. So I am using here day. Day is nothing but 15th, 16th, 17th like that. So I'm using here equals to day. Open the bracket. I'll select the date. I'll close the bracket. Equals to day. Open the bracket. Select the date. Close the bracket. Enter. Close the bracket. Enter. You can see here. So 15th. It will display the day for you. Okay. The next one is if you want a month. Okay, so I'm using here equals to text. Open the bracket. Value. Same option. I'll select the date here, comma. Format is here. I'll take it as a yum. Yum is nothing but what? Month. Equals to text. Open the bracket. Value. Value is a date, comma. I want it in this format. So I'm using here 4 times yum. Click on enter option. Can you see here? It is in the May month. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Next year. So
And can
I'm
you show the
using here,
formula once?
yeah, equals to text. Select the value, nothing but your date, comma, with a double quotation in between type 4 times yum.
Got it, ma'am.
Okay. Next, if you want to calculate the year, equals to year, open the bracket, select the date, close the bracket, enter. So 2021.
Again, ma'am.
Sure, pa. So equals to year, equals to year, open the bracket, open the bracket. Serial number is nothing but your date. Serial number is nothing but your date. Close the bracket, close the bracket. Close the bracket. Click on enter option. Got it or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, if I want to see the end of the, I want to see the month end date. Okay, so I'm using last day of a month. You can go for the last day of a month. So I'm using here, listen to me carefully. If I want to calculate the last day of a month, I'm using here equals to EO month. Okay, so you can see here started date. So I'll select it this start date. Okay, comma, comma. So I'm using here 0. I'm using here 0. I'm using here 0. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Close the bracket, enter. So it is in the general format. Pop up this button, convert into a date format. You can see here. So 31st is the last day of this month. 30th is the last day of this month. Like you can see the last day of the month by using EO month. Open the bracket, select the data or the date, comma 0. If you want, I'll explain it once.
Ma'am, for like every last day, we'll like select the date and after that we'll put a zero, right?
Yes, pa.
Okay, ma'am.
Again, ma'am, the formula one.
Okay, pa. Equals to EO month. Okay. Can you see your start date? So what is your
Yes, ma'am.
starting date? I'll select my this date. Otherwise, you can type it. No issues regarding that. Okay. Comma. So you have the option here month. For month, I'll take it as a 0. For month, I'll take it as a 0. I'll close the bracket. I'll close the bracket. Enter. I'll close the bracket. Enter. I'll close the bracket. Enter. Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, fine then. Other people?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, is there any shortcut key to do so?
No, pa.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So the next one is very important. Okay, that is work days and network days. Okay. So we'll go for this. So I have some data here. So I'll go for a task name. Here, task start date, duration. Next, task end date. So after this, on right side, I'll go for some holidays. So task name, you can give it as a project 1, project 2, like that. So I'll give it as a project 1, project 2. So task started date is, I'll just copy it. So I'll take some dates here. Task. So I'll go for this. So holiday dates, I'll give it as a 1 slash 14 slash 14 or 15 slash 2024. So days, so Monday, and 1 slash 26 slash 2024. That is on Friday. Okay. So I have some data here. So here I have some task name like project 1, 2 like that. So started on 1 like nothing but 2nd Jan 2024. This is this task started date, and this is the duration working days. Okay, so for project 1 you have to work on 10 hours. Okay, project 2 15 days, project 3 7 days, and project 4 this is the working days. Okay, now I want to calculate the what is the task end date. What is the task end date? Okay, you got my point. I want to calculate the what is the last date for the task, nothing but a project 1, project 2, project 3. It started in a different date. Now I want to calculate what is the last date for the different project. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. So equals to work day. Can you see here? Equals to work day. Start date. So I'll use a start date, comma. Can you see a start date is okay, this one, the first second. Can you see a days? What is the number of days? 10. 10 is a working days. So I'm selecting here days. So you have the option here holiday. So I'll just show you first this thing. I'll just close the bracket. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, click on enter option. So it is in the general format. I'll convert it into a short date. So what is the last or the end date for your project 1? It is 16th, 2nd, 30th. So these are the some options. Okay, so by default it will take Monday, sorry, Saturday and Sunday as a holiday. It will take a 2 days holiday. Okay, so when you're using this formula equals to work day, open the bracket. Okay, equals to open the bracket, work date, like open the bracket, select the start date is this, comma days. So you have to select the working days. So by default it will take that Saturday and Sunday as a 2 holidays. Okay, any doubt?
Can you explain it once more?
So now I want to calculate the task end date excluding holidays. Okay, excluding holidays, I want to calculate the what is my end date for each project. So I am using here equals to work day. Okay, so my project has starting date, so I'll select the project starting date, comma, how many days? So working days is 10 days, so I'm selecting the working days as a 10. So I'm not selecting the holidays. Next I'll explain it to you. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, close the bracket, click on enter option. So when you use this option, by default it will consider 2 days holiday, that is Saturday and Sunday. Select it and drag it. Okay, now can you see here? So in the Jan month I have a 2 days of holidays. Can you see? So if you want, you can
Yes,
add one
ma'am.
more thing. Okay, so I'll take it as a fifth, uh, 2nd of 5th of 2024. One more holiday that is on. That is on. 1 minute. I'll just check and I'll get back to you. 2nd Feb 5th is Monday. Okay, I'll take it as 6th. I'll take it as 6th. That is on Tuesday. Okay. Now, so what I will do, so it has to consider these holidays. I want to calculate the task end date. So I'm using here equals to work day equals to work day. So starting date is, select the task start date, comma, days, select the days, comma, holidays. Can you see your holidays? So I'll select the holidays date. Okay, select the holidays date and press F4 to fix it. What do you have to do? Press F4 to fix that table. Press F4 to fix that table. So I'm fixing the table by pressing F4. If you're using the laptop, okay, if the F4 is not working, use function F4. Okay, any doubt till here?
Ma'am, F4 like for holidays.
Holidays, just select the holidays dates. After that, fix it. Nothing but when I drag the data, it should not be moved to the next cell. For that purpose, I'm fixing that cells by pressing F4.
Okay, ma'am.
So you can see here equals to work day, open the bracket, start date, comma, days, comma, holidays. When you're selecting the holidays, select your holidays date or the cell. After that, press F4 because to fix that cell. So close the bracket, click on enter option. So 17 is the last date for project 1, including your holidays. Got it? Or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay. So the next one is, some of the people they don't have the they don't have the holiday on Saturday. So I want to include the Saturday as a working day. I want to include a Saturday as a working day. So I'm using here equals to, can you see a workday INTL? Okay, workday INTL, same formula, just as I am changing the formula here. Workday INTL, start date, I'll select the start date, comma, days. So days are 10 working days, comma. When you click on this comma, can you see a weekend? Saturday and Sunday, Sunday and Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. After that, you have Sunday only, Monday only. So I have a weekday only for the Sunday. So I'm selecting only the Sunday. Any doubt? Sunday is only the weekend for us. Okay. So I'm selecting the weekend as a Sunday only, comma, holidays. So I'll select the holidays. After selecting the holidays, I'll press F4. Okay, to fix my cell. So I'm using here F4 for fixing my cell. Close the bracket, enter. Now you can see the end date for your task or the project. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can you show the formula again?
Yeah, equals to workdays intl, start date. So I'll select the start date, comma, days. So days is your duration, number of working days. So I'm selecting the number of working days, 10, comma. So when you click on this weekend, so you have the list of weekend here, you can select. So most of the office has only Sunday holiday they have. Okay, so I'm selecting here Sunday only. So after selecting the Sunday, comma, holidays. So I'm selecting these are the holiday dates. Okay, so I'm selecting the holidays dates. After that, I'll press a F4 to fix that cell. Close the bracket. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, click on enter button. You can see here. So there is a difference between workdays and workdays.intl formula. So in intl formula, we'll select the weekends. Okay. Any doubt? This is workdays formula. This is workdays formula. Guys, if you have any query, let me know. I'll explain it once. The next one is we are going to learn, that is networking days. So here we are calculating the end end date for your task. The next, by using the networking days, we are going to calculate the number of working days. Okay. So I'm selecting the same data. I'll copy it. I'll copy it. I'll paste it here. Run. I'm using your 1/12/2024, 1/2024, 1/2/20. So these are the end dates of my project. Now I want to calculate the data. So number of working days, okay, or the duration. So I have some data here. So now I want to calculate the duration, that is number of working days. So I'm using here equals to net work days. So I'm using here net work days. Same start date. So I'll select this start date of my project, comma, end date. So I'm selecting the end date. Okay. So I'll just close the bracket, click on enter button. So by default it will, okay, select the that Monday, sorry, Saturday and Sunday has a holiday. So I'm just selecting it. So the next thing is I want to include the holidays. So I'm using here equals to net work days, start date, comma, end date, comma, holidays. So I'm selecting the holidays here. After selecting the holidays, fix it by pressing F4. Fix it by pressing F4. Close the bracket. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Click on enter option. So I'll select it. I'll just select drag it. You can see the number of working days including your, sorry, excluding your holidays. Okay. So now, so I want some of the people has only Sunday holiday. So for that we are using net work days intl start date. So I am selecting the start date, comma, end date, comma, weekend. So I'll select Sunday only, comma, holidays. So I'll select my holidays. I'm using here F4. I'm using here F4 to fix my cell. Close the bracket. Got it, or can I explain it once? If you want, I'll explain it once. Networking days with INTL formula.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You got it, or can I explain it once, ma? Equals to,
Can you explain it once more, ma'am?
okay, fine. Net work days dot intl equals to net work days dot intl, open the bracket, last date. So last date, sorry, start date, comma, end date, comma, weekend. So I'm selecting here Sunday only. So double click on this, comma, any doubt till here? Start date, comma, end date, comma, weekend. I'm selecting Sunday only here, comma. Can you see your holidays? So I'm selecting the holidays dates. After that, I'll fix it. Close the bracket. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So click on enter option. So I'll just select it. I convert into a general. So like this, you can use the work days and net work days. So these are the some, okay, date functions. So you guys work on it. If you have any query, let me know in the next class.
Sure,
Ma'am,
Okay,
I
ma'am.
tried
Pooja.
doing the date function.
Sorry, pa.
I tried doing the date function, the first one you taught, right?
Okay.
But whenever I put enter, it is showing hashtag value.
Guys, just increase the font of it. See ya. I'll just go for this. Can you see ya? Increase the size, width size of a column. Okay. Double click on it. It will show you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubt regarding your day, month, year, month, work day with INTL formula, networking days with INTL formula. So we'll discuss regarding the date function. You work on it. So if you have any query, let me know in the next class. So if you have any query regarding work days and networking days, let me know. I'll explain it once.
No, ma'am. No queries.
Okay, then fine.
Even after increasing the width, I'm not getting the answer.
Sure. You're getting the same options, no? Like this.
No, ma'am,
Excuse me,
not
ma'am.
getting.
Yes, pa?
I guess she's pressing enter while like selecting the function. Like
Okay, okay.
when we click on the tab key, then we get the formula. And like I also tried the same. And when I clicked on enter, then I get the value thing.
You're getting this like this. I'll just show it to you. You're getting like this, na?
Yes, ma'am. But it's instead of name, it is value.
Okay, the thing is, when you enter the wrong data, listen to me one thing. Rama. See here, when you're inserting these dates, no? Okay. Which formula you tried, ma? So whenever you are entering your data, so date, it should be in your system format. So in my system, first I have a month, next I have a day, then I have year. So I have to enter my data in that format only. If I try to enter my data, like first I'll try go for the 16th slash 17th slash 2024. So while working on it, it will show you the error for you. So whenever you are entering your data, it should be in this format only, system format. First I have a month, second day, third year. You have to enter your data in that format only. See here, I have entered my data. That is, 1 is the Jan, second 2 is the date, and 24 is my year. I'm entering my data in this format. Got it?
Not this one, ma'am, the first sheet.
This one, ma.
Ma'am, the first date one.
Okay, I'll just show it once. Equals to date. You have entered the same data, I'm just telling you. Okay, you have entered the same data like 21 or the whatever year you have. Month, like you have to take from 1 to 12, guys. Month is nothing but 1 to 1 2 3 4, like that. Day is 1 to, like, depending upon your month. Okay, when you take the wrong data here, it will not show you the data. I'll just show you that. I'll just go for this. So 2005 month, I have a, if I take it as a 32. Oh, it is not showing. Control Z. 1 minute. Okay, I'll try with this. Equals to date, year. So I'll take it as a 2024, comma, month. I'll take it as a 2, comma. After that, day, I'll go for the 30th. Close the bracket, enter. So it will take the next one. So you made a mistake while entering this data. Okay, just go for this equals to date. You'll try with this equals to date, year, year. Okay, so year, comma, month. So instead of a month, if you take it as a date, okay, comma, day 15th, close the bracket, enter. Why it is showing like this? So 1 minute. You try with this same formula, equals to date,
Yeah, ma'am, got it.
year, month, day. Okay, any doubt, the other people?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll start with the other functions then.
Can you show the sheet number 2? Got it, ma'am.
So the next thing we are going to learn, that is, we'll go for some text functions. Okay, so anyone of you know the text functions? So I have some data here. Okay, so I'll go for upper, lower, proper, left, right, mid, and len. So when I want to convert my data, so upper, when I want to convert my whole data into a uppercase, nothing but all the data in all the text in the capital letter. So I'm using here equals to upper, equals to upper, open the bracket, equals to upper, open the bracket, select the text, open the bracket, select the text, close the bracket. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Click on enter option. So your text is converted into a capital letter. So same thing will go for the lower. Lower stand for lowercase, nothing but small letters, equals to lower, lower, open the bracket, select the text, close the bracket, enter. Select the text, close the bracket and enter. So proper is nothing but the text first letter is in the capital and the remaining are small letters. So I'm using here equals to proper, equals to proper, select the text, close the bracket, enter. Do you have any query regarding upper, lower and proper?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So sometimes if you want the text of a two characters, okay, left side I want a two characters, only the two characters, three characters. In that time you can use the left function, equals to left, open the bracket. You have the option here text. So I'm selecting the text here, comma, number of character you want. So I want the number of character, three characters I want. So I'm using here equals to left, open the bracket, select the text, comma, number of character you want. So I want a number of characters from left side. So I'm using here 3, close the bracket, enter. So from left side it will display the 3 characters for you. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got
Got
it,
it,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So same formula with the right side. When you want some character from right side of your text, so I'm using here right option. So equals to right text, comma, number of character you want from right side. So I'm using here 2. So close the bracket, enter. So you can see here from right side it will display the 2 characters for you. So this is the right formula. So then we have the option mid. Okay. So I am using here equals to mid. So if you want to start from middle and from middle you want 2 characters, 3 characters. So you can select here equals to mid text. So I am selecting the text, comma, start number. So it has to start from the third character. From third number of character I want 2. So equals to mid, open the bracket, text, text, comma, start number. So I want to start it from third character. From third character, if I want a 2 number of characters, so I'm using here to close the bracket. Click on enter button. So third, yes, set R is a third. It has to start from third. Third, I want a 2 characters. RE. So RE is a 2 characters. Any doubt regarding your left, right, and mid?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So len stand for length of your character. Okay. So I'm using here equals to len, equals to len. So select the text, equals to len. Select the text, close the bracket, click on enter option. Then select it and drag it. So it will display the number of characters to you. No doubt regarding the len?
Can you explain it once, that one?
Okay. You got the meaning of len? Len stand for length of a text, nothing but 5 characters are there, 7 characters are there. It will display the number of characters to you. So in that time we are using the len formula. So I'm using here equals to len, open the bracket, open the bracket, select the text, close the bracket, enter. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, for example, I'll add here, like I'll give a space, I'll Ravin Kumar. So can you see here, it is showing 11 character, but Ravin is a 5, Kumar is also 5. So total is 10, but it is showing 11 characters to you. Why?
Space in between them.
Okay, it include the space, okay, as a one character. So this is how we use the len formula. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So I have some data. I'll take the same data here. So I have some data here which is in not a proper format. Okay. So now I want to remove some whatever extra space is there in between your data. So I want to remove it. So for that purpose we are using the trim. Trim is used for removing the extra space in a text. So I'm using here trim equals to trim, open the bracket, open the bracket, I'll select the data, open the bracket, I'll select the data, close the bracket, enter. So I'll just select it, I'll drag it. Can you see here?
Once more, ma'am.
Okay, you got the meaning of trim?
Yes, ma'am.
So trim is used for removing the extra spaces in your text. So I'll use equals to trim, open the bracket, equals to trim, open the bracket, select the text, select the text, close the bracket, select the text, close the bracket, click on enter option. You can see here it will remove the extra space from your text. That is the use of trim. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Go- Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Okay. And the last one we are going to learn, that is concatenate. So you can see I have some data here. I'll go for okay, micro. After that, I'll use a soft Excel 2024. Can you see here? I have a micro in a one cell, soft in a another cell, Excel in the Excel and all the data or whatever the text is there. So I want to convert that text into a single word. Okay. So in that time you can use equals to concatenate, equals to concatenate, equals to concatenate, You have the option here text 1, so I'll select a text 1, comma, text 2, comma, text 3, comma, text 4. If you have more than that, use a comma, select a cell, close the bracket, enter. You can see here Microsoft Excel 2024. So I'll change with that. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No,
Now, can
ma'am.
you see here? I don't have any space in between here. Microsoft is a one word. After that, we have a Excel. Then we need a space. Then we want a 2024. So for that purpose, you can use concatenate text 1, comma, text 2, comma. So wherever you need a space, use a double quotation, space, close the double quotation, comma. Again, select the Excel, the third text, comma. Again, I need a space. So I'm using double quotation, space, double quotation, close the double quotation. After that, I'll select it 2024. So open the quotation, space, close the quotation. It will provide the space for you. Can you see this one on this? If you want, I'll explain it once.
Ma'am, wherever we have to put the space, we will put empty double quotations, right?
Yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
with the space. Open the quotation, space, close the quotation.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So today we discuss regarding the date function and the text function. So these two things are the next practical assignment for you. Okay. So only one person has shared me the assignment. That is Sanvi Agarwal. What about others? When you're going to submit me assignment?
Ma'am, I'll submit